Hello and welcome to How to Use Keynote. In this segment, I'll be featuring the basic features. I will be showing basic features such as importing pictures and charts, as well as some more advanced things like keyboard shortcuts. I have here, today I'm going to be using this as an example, grandma's cookies. I have made a chart in numbers here. For ease of access, just move that over a little bit. So I have this. I have some numbers here. Going to make that into a chart. Bring that chart into here. Just to import that. Show how to make some text boxes. Very simple, basic stuff. And then I'll show some keyboard shortcuts. So without further ado, let's get started. So here I have the chart stuff, the data for the actual chart, months, the number of cookies. You can probably see that already. So let's make it a line graph to show data over time, and it'll just automatically formulate itself. And then you got that chart. Now before exporting this, what I want to do is I want to change the title to Grandma's Cookies. Grandma. You can spell Grandma. Not grandmothers. And if I would like to, just for, you see how that one has a little red dots in it? If I would like to do that, what I gotta do is to chart colors, choose a color that I find pretty interesting. It's a little button. You gotta press somewhere there. Alright, drag it. Drag it right to the center. There you go. So we'll just get that. Oh, you know what's gonna look good? Still like a metal. So anyway, this is for the 3D texture. You can make it actually a 3D one, I believe. Yeah, so let's try making this a 3D one. Be a lot easier, or not easier, but make it look a bit cooler to import. So what just happened? We're going with the 2D. This is preparedness. Don't worry. It's all worked out. Okay. That should be good. So I got that. Just throw some color in there just because I like colors. Not that color, I don't like it. There, close enough. So now I'm going to show how to get this into Keynote. It's not as simple as just dragging and dropping. Okay, and now how to get the chart into Keynote. For the sake of this, we can leave the colors the same of the title and the other words and letters and numbers and things like that. On the chart, we can leave it black because we're going to want black on white. So we'll go on new right here, Command N, or come up here to File, New. But now that I'm ready to open a new one, I can't open another new one. Just choose a color. There's gradient, there's white, there's showroom, there's all these different types. And just depending on what you're going to use for it, whatever you're going to intend to do with it. Open it, double click it to open it. Now I have a blank. This is the blank chart, so I'm just going to write Grandma Cookies. And then whatever I know. Oh, sure. Buy me. So I was going to put your name here. Okay. Command new. Oh, yeah. So then you can do Command W, which closes that window, and that works on browsers and everything. So now that I have that, Command Shift new will make a new slide. Graph. Put the graph or chart, whatever you want. This is just example. You can change whatever you want. Now, Keynote is helpful to have pictures on here. I mean, it's a pictures kind of thing, not a text. It's more of a pictures, like a little bit of text, but mostly pictures to make it a bit more of a visual thing, so that it's a lot easier to see and while you explain. So suppose you were doing a slideshow, I'd recommend getting like a script, putting that aside, reading off the script, and having a bunch of pictures playing while you do voiceover. Voiceover in iMovie, I could do that, another thing on that later, and I'll do a explanatory video on that later. Yeah. So I deleted that text box on the bottom, but I can press up here to make a new text box. I'm going to make new shapes. Text box. So you can make charts and tables and things like that in here, but I prefer using numbers to make it. Then you make it in there, and then yeah, it's a lot easier to do it that way. It's a bit more. It's a bit more functional to do that way throughout numbers. So yeah, to import, Command V, and then just paste it right into the page. Or you can come up here, edit, paste. Simple stuff. And then you can resize it however you want. You can also press Shift and resize. It'll keep the scale size. It'll keep all the sides the same length and stuff. Or you can just free resize it and make it as long or as wide as you want. For the sake of this, I'm just gonna make a square, more square thing. Oh, don't do that. Where's that? Center it. And there's the rulers right there, so you can center things out with them. Okay, I guess that makes that. Now, how could I give a visual representation of what her cookies look like? Maybe it's chocolate chip, maybe it's sugar cookies. Nobody knows. So I could just insert a picture to show a picture of Grandma's cookies. And to do that, I could either file, and I could come and insert find a picture. For the sake of this, I already found a picture. Some chocolate chip cookies. And it's a lot simpler to do things with Keynote, because I could just use pictures in Keynote, because I could just come here on the wrong chart, press Command N to minimize, works basically everything. You just come in here, go there, and drag in a picture. Some really good looking cookies. That's basically it. That's the basics. And now a little quick recap of all the keyboard shortcuts.
This exploration is at its greatest.